Hi second grade, welcome back. I'm super happy as I always tell you that you are here. Today we are going to do a review about the activities that we did yesterday at the last video because it's super important to do reviews and remember and never forget the topics and the activities that we are doing. And if you are not sending me your activities, you didn't send me your activities from yesterday, you are just in time. So we've been talking about the hours in a day, and yesterday we reviewed the hours of the day: 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, etc. And then we did a review about the daily activities. Like, if you didn't copy this vocabulary, please try to copy if you want to. It's going to help you a lot to improve your English and to practice it, so you are going to catch it for the exam. These new words, this new vocabulary, it's about activities that you do almost every day, and most often you do them every day. Like, for example, you should brush your teeth every day, you should take a shower every day, you should wake up every day, of course. And yes, so let's check. Wake up, get up, repeat with me. Have a shower, comb your hair, get dressed, have breakfast, brush your teeth, look at the pictures, brush your teeth, go to school, have classes, maybe today you're not going to school, but I'm sure, or for sure, you are taking classes for sure. Have classes. Have lunch. Go back home. Do your homework. Have dinner. Watch TV. Go to bed. Okay, very good. So that was it, the vocabulary, and later we did activities on Students Book, page 72, where you needed to record a video reading the dialogue from activity 8 with the help from one of your relatives, someone from your family or a friend maybe. And you needed to do activity 10, that it was from sticking the stickers, and you needed to place them in the correct place, okay? So today we are going to learn how to make questions using the word when in present simple, okay? We are going to use this to make questions using the vocabulary that we just reviewed. Daily activities. Remember, the daily activities are the activities or the actions that you do every day in a routine or almost every day. So, how do we make questions in present simple? When do we use present simple, first of all? We use it when we want to talk about activities that we do in a routine, like something that we do constantly. For example, I take a shower, I brush my teeth, because I do these actions every day, of course, right? So we make these questions following this. And please pay attention to this, and also please, this is important to copy. You need to copy this on your notebook because it is going to help you when the exam comes, okay? It's super near, so you need to have this on your notebook, so it is going to help you to do a review, to study, okay? So of course, what means when? When is used when you want to know or you want to ask about the time when something happened, when an action happened, an event happened. Cuando, okay? That means when. And then we are going to choose between if we are going to use do or does. Remember that we reviewed this in the last unit. We use do with the personal pronouns I, you, we, and they, okay? And thus we use it with he, she, it. Only these three use does. Okay, let's go back. We use do with the personal pronouns or the subject I, you, we, and they. And thus we use it with he, she eats. Okay? So, once that you decided if you are going to use do or does, you are going to write the respective subject, the respective personal pronoun, and next to it, it's going to be the vocabulary that we just reviewed. For example, this one: wake up, get up, have a shower, comb your hair, etc. Okay, you can choose any of these and you are going to write it. For example, when do I get up? And the question mark. Here we have when, do or does, subject, and the vocabulary: wake up, get up, go to work, go to school, brush your teeth, and the question mark. Don't forget that the question mark in English always goes at the end, never at the beginning of your question. Another example would be: when does he go to work? When does she eat breakfast? When does it eat breakfast? Etc. Okay? So I have some examples in here. When does she get up? When does he go to work? When does he go to work? When do you eat breakfast? When do you brush your teeth? Okay, so as you can see, all the questions start by the word when. Next to it, you are going to write do or does depending on the subject or personal pronoun that goes next to it. He, she, you. And the last thing is going to be the vocabulary: get up, go to work, eat breakfast, brush your teeth, and the question mark. Okay? If it is not clear at all today, please send a message, and of course I help you. I'm going to explain it again the next week or in these days. Okay? So now I think we are ready to go to the student's book activities. We are going to do 2 pages today, 73 and 74. Page 73, we have here the grammar that we just reviewed. When does she or he get up? He or she gets up at 6 o'clock. When do or they go to bed? They go to bed at 8 o'clock. When does the movie start? It starts at 7 o'clock, okay? So now we are going to make sentences. Activity 11, look and write. Do or does. So here you have the time, but you're going to use the clocks for the next activity. You just need to pay attention to the pictures and see when blank she brushed her teeth, and you're going to write do or does depending on the personal pronoun. Remember that use does are he, she, it. The ones that use do are I, you, we, and they, okay? They are together and they are together, okay? So let's go back. So this is the same that you are going to do with number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Write do or does depending on the personal pronoun. Here the personal pronoun or the subject is she, they, school start, okay? School is an object, school is a thing, so it is like it was it, okay? It. He, school again, and he. These are the subjects, okay? So activity 12 says, look at 11, write the answers to the questions, okay? So now we are going to answer the questions that we have in the previous activity. And now we are going to use the clocks that they are giving us in here. Okay, so I can see them, so I'm going to pay attention to it. Of course, they say 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, etc. So here we have an example. She brushes her teeth at 7 o'clock. Okay, now, okay, they eat lunch. They eat lunch at, y vamos a poner la hora. When does school start? It starts at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, etc. Okay, depending Okay, so if you paid attention, you're going to write an S at the end. For example, it starts at 7 o'clock. If it's a third person, like he, she, it, okay? And that's it. So if it's not clear at all, please send a message and I'll help you. Let's go to the next page, 74. And we have activity, and it's a reading, listening, and it says activity 13. Look at the pictures. What do all the things do? We have A. What do you think it is? B. What is it? Do you know what is it? C. Okay, it looks like a clock, but I don't think it is a clock. Let's see what is it. D, it's a candle, but it has like letters, like numbers. So let's find out what are these. Do you think is this a clock? Because it has numbers like this one. And this is full of sand. So we're going to talk about this in the listening. Activity 14 says, look, listen, and read. Then match with the pictures. And here we have the content words: burn, candle, cup, fall, a, high, hourglass, sun, shadow, sundial. So here we have telling the time, and we're going to listen to it. As you know, or as you can look at this, the paragraphs are numbered: number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to match the paragraphs with the correct pictures. So now I'm going to play the audio so we can know how are we going to match this.
Student's Book, page 74. Activity 14. Look, listen, and read. Then match with the pictures. Telling the time.
What time is it? How do you know? Today we look at clocks, watches, and cell phones. But here are some other ways to tell the time. Some are very old.
1.
A sundial uses the sun to tell the time. The sun makes a shadow on the sundial, and the shadow tells the time.
2.
A candle clock uses a candle to tell the time. When the candle burns, it gets shorter. The height of the candle tells you the time.
3.
An hourglass uses sand to tell the time. Sand falls from the top to the bottom. Some people use small hourglasses today when they're cooking.
4.
A water clock uses water to tell the time. It works like an hourglass. It has 2 cups. The water falls from one cup to the other.
Okay, so that's it. You are going to match the pictures with the paragraphs, and that's it. Don't forget that you need to send these pages with your name in each. Send them to me, and that's it. Don't forget that each page needs to have your name and also today's date. Don't forget to send your pictures, and remember that tomorrow we are going to have the Zoom meeting, and I'll meet you there. Please try to be on time as always. And that's it. Be ready with your Step Inside book, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.